Hey scholars, I hope you really enjoyed reading the rest of chapter 7. You probably got that a lot of action happens in chapter 7. However, our focus right now is going to be talking about C.S. Lewis's own experiences and how he connects them to the text. So remember, I gave y'all a trigger warning at the beginning of class that we were going to be talking about serious illness and cancer today. And I also let y'all know before you read chapter 7 that C.S. Lewis, just like Diggory, had a mom who was very sick when he was a boy. And so our next couple of questions are all about relating C.S. Lewis's experience with having a really sick mother who was dying of cancer when he was a boy to Diggory's experience of having his mother be very sick as well. So with these couple of questions, you can kind of choose how you want to go about this, advisors. If you want to have a discussion, I think that's okay. If you want to have them answer on their own, that's okay. Just kind of assess what the class is feeling right now. Some scholars might want to talk about this a little bit more, and some scholars might want to just kind of reflect on their own. So kind of gauge where your students are at. I want to go over the first question here that says, bereavement is a state of sadness that typically comes after the death of a loved one. Why might Lewis write that his bereavement actually happened before his mother had died? Okay, and so in this question, I want you to take into consideration that C.S. Lewis's mother died when he was a boy, but she was sick for a really, really long time. And so he might have already had those emotions and grief before she actually passed away. Okay. And I want to kind of share an example of this. So my grandfathers, actually on both sides of my family, had a disease called Alzheimer's for about 12 years. So this disease is really tragic. It basically makes you lose your memory and forget who important people are in your life, and your mind is kind of gradually shutting down while your body can still do a lot of normal functions. And so for my family, we kind of went through this because we were really attached to my grandfathers, but we saw them kind of deteriorating over time. And so instead of that sadness kind of coming to us all at once when they eventually did pass away, that sadness was kind of gradual and continual because we saw them slowly dying even before they passed away. So I just wanted to share my experience. Scholars or teachers, if you had an experience like that and you're comfortable sharing it, that's okay. If you're not comfortable sharing it, that is okay too. But I just kind of thought that context might help you understand what C.S. Lewis was going through as a boy. So again, you have these 3 questions to answer with your class. You can decide if you want to discuss them or write them down. And when we're done with that, we're going to come back to a little lighter topic, and we're going to talk about finding evidence to support our answers. So I'll see you in the next video.